Isaac Ingram looks at his ticket for the third time. Seat 14C, Greyhound number 2847, Houston to El Paso. But when he finds row 14, someone's already sitting there. In 14C, a man, maybe 30, gray jacket, black backpack. Isaac checks the ticket again. Definitely 14C. "Excuse me," Isaac says. The man turns, and Isaac feels his stomach drop. The face, it's familiar. Too familiar. The man smiles, stands, walks past Isaac without a word, heads to the back of the bus. Isaac sits in 14C, his seat, places his backpack underneath. It's 1:11 a.m., says the digital clock above the driver. Isaac looks out the window, searches for the man in the reflection. Can't see him. Too many people still boarding. He takes out his phone, opens the front camera, going to take a selfie, just because. Points it, and in the screen behind him, 3 rows back, he sees the man, sitting, looking directly at the camera. Isaac lowers the phone, turns his head. Row 17 is empty. Nobody there. He looks through the camera again. The man is still there, in the screen, but when Isaac physically turns, nothing. Probably camera lag, or weird reflection. Isaac puts away his phone, takes a deep breath. 8 hours ahead. He'll sleep. Has to sleep. If you've ever seen your own face where it shouldn't be, leave a comment and subscribe, because this journey will make you question every time you look in the mirror. 6 hours earlier at 7:15 p.m., Isaac was finishing his shift at the Amazon warehouse in Houston. Double shift, 16 hours. Exhausted. He'd planned to drive to El Paso to visit his sister, but the Civic broke down on Monday. Head gasket, $1,800 to fix. Isaac didn't have it, so he bought a bus ticket online, $89, Greyhound at 1:11 a.m., only option that fit his budget. He took an Uber to the terminal at 12:40 a.m., arrived 12:53 a.m., terminal half empty, some homeless people on benches. A family with 3 kids sleeping on luggage. The ticket agent, a woman in her 50s with thick glasses, barely looked up when Isaac showed his phone confirmation. Gate 7, boards at 1:05. Normal, everything normal. Isaac bought a Red Bull and a bag of Takis from the vending machine, sat on a plastic chair, scrolled through Reddit. His sister texted, "You coming tomorrow?" He replied, "Yep, getting on bus now. Arrive around 9 a.m. She sent a thumbs up. Normal conversation, normal night. Just tired. At 1:03 a.m., they called boarding. Isaac was 6th in line. The driver, a heavyset man, maybe 55, name badge said R. Torres. Checked tickets mechanically. El Paso? Yes. Have a good trip. Isaac climbed the steps. The bus smelled like diesel and that specific chemical cleaner they use. Comforting, almost. Familiar. He walked down the aisle. A woman in her 40s, row 3, reading a Kindle. Teenagers in row 7 sharing earbuds, both laughing at something on a phone. An older black man in row 10, eyes already closed. A couple in their 60s, row 12, the woman knitting something. Isaac passed them all, found row 14, and that's when he saw the man already sitting in 14C. After the man moved, Isaac settled in. Watched through the window as the last few passengers boarded. 12 people total, he counted. 13 including him. Not very full for a Friday night, or technically Saturday morning. The clock now showed 1:08 a.m. Driver made the announcement, "Good morning, folks. Trip to El Paso, stopping in San Antonio and Junction. Estimated arrival 9:15 a.m. Please keep aisles clear and..." Static. The PA cut out. Driver tapped it. "Remain seated while vehicle is in motion. Thank you." 20 minutes later, Isaac pulls out his phone. 1:28 a.m. Correct. But the last sign he saw said San Antonio, 180 miles, which is west. They were heading west. That's right. But Isaac has driven this route before. He remembers passing through Katy first, small town about 30 miles from Houston, then Sealy, then Columbus. That's the usual route on I-10. but he hasn't seen any of those signs. He looks out the window. Just darkness. Highway. White dashed lines passing in regular intervals. Mile markers every... Isaac counts. Exactly one every minute. At 65 mph, that would be right. A mile a minute at 60 mph. They're going 65. So markers should appear every 55 seconds. He times it. 60 seconds. 60 seconds. 60 seconds. Strange how they're so perfectly regular, but highways are designed that way, obviously. Isaac opens Google Maps on his phone. The blue dot appears, but it's loading. The map is grey. Searching for GPS signal, it says. He looks at his signal bars. 2 bars. LTE. Should be enough. He closes the app, opens it again. Same thing. Grey map. Searching. He tries refreshing. Nothing. Weird. But cell service can be spotty on highways, especially at night. Everyone knows that. Isaac checks his phone. 1:47 a.m., almost 40 minutes of travel, but wait, he looks again. 1:47 a.m. Seconds ticking. Normal, but he remembers checking maybe 10 minutes ago and it was 1:47. Obviously he confused it or wasn't paying attention. Isaac opens the clock app, stopwatch, starts it, counts 60 seconds mentally. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, all the way to 60. Looks. Stopwatch shows 01:03:41. 1 minute, 3 seconds. He must have counted fast. He tries again. Slower this time, very deliberate. Reaches 60, checks 00:58.12, 58 seconds, close enough, phone's fine. But then Isaac notices the digital clock above the driver still shows 1:11 a.m., same as when they started. He stares at it, watches. Seconds aren't changing, the display is static. 1:11 a.m., frozen, driver must not have set it, or it's broken. Isaac looks at his phone again. 1:47 a.m. See? Working fine. Probably should tell the driver about the bus clock. But he doesn't want to seem like that passenger, the annoying one who points out every little thing. A sign, exit 313, Luling, 2 miles. Green with white letters, standard highway sign. Isaac notices because there's a bullet hole in the corner, small, clean, probably from a rifle, Texas. He's seen plenty of shot-up signs. He goes back to his phone, tries Google Maps again, still searching. 10 minutes later, another sign. Exit 313, Luling, 2 miles. Same green, same white letters, same bullet hole, same position. Isaac leans toward the window. No, can't be the same sign. Must be a different exit. But wait, exit 313 twice. That doesn't make sense. Exits don't repeat. He must have misread the first one. Maybe it was 213 or 413. Easy to confuse in the dark. But then 5 minutes after that, he sees it again. Exit 313, Luling, 2 miles. Same sign, same bullet hole, upper right corner. He's sure now. Isaac pulls out his phone, opens camera, tries to take a picture as they pass. Too dark. Flash doesn't reach, just his reflection in the window. He looks at the photo anyway. Black. Just black with a ghost image of his face. Isaac stands up, walks to the front. The driver's eyes are on the road. "Excuse me," Isaac says. "How long until San Antonio?" The driver doesn't turn his head. "Hour 20, give or take." "But haven't we been driving for almost an hour already?" Now the driver glances up. In the rearview mirror, tired eyes, bloodshot. 45 minutes since Houston, sir." "But we left at 1:11, it's now..." Isaac checks his phone. 1:52, that's 41 minutes. You said 45. The driver's eyes return to the road. 45 minutes, sir. Traffic at the start. "We haven't been in traffic. Traffic at the start, sir." Final tone, conversation over. Isaac walks back to his seat. The woman with the Kindle looks up. Brief eye contact. She smiles, small, polite, goes back to reading. Isaac sits. Nobody else reacted to the conversation, or they heard and don't care. He looks around. The teenagers are still sharing earbuds. The old man still sleeping, couple still there, woman still knitting. Everyone in the exact same positions as before. Wait, the woman is knitting. Isaac saw her knitting when he boarded. That was 50 minutes ago. He looks at what she's making. A scarf, blue yarn, about 6 inches long. In 50 minutes, Isaac's grandmother could knit faster than that. But maybe this woman is slow, or taking her time, or he's wrong about how long scarves take. He doesn't know anything about knitting. Isaac counts the passengers. Just to do something. 1, 2, 3, himself 13. Then he counts occupied seats. 1, 2, 3, 14. He recounts. 14. But there are 13 people. He saw everyone board. He knows there are 13. Isaac stands again. Walks slowly down the aisle. Woman with Kindle, 1. Teenagers, 2, 3. Old black man, 4. Couple, 5, 6. Man in row 15 with headphones, 7. Woman in 16 sleeping, 8. 2 people in row 19, 9, 10. Someone in the very back, 21, hidden in shadow, 11. Himself, 12. 13. Wait, where's the 14th? He walks back, counts seats instead. Row 3, 1 person. Row 7, 2 people. Row 10, 1. Row 12, 2. Row 14, 1. Him. Row 15, 1. Row 16, 1. Row 19, 2. Row 21, 1. Total, 12. 12 plus him is 13, not 14. Why did he count 14 before? Isaac sits back down, rubs his eyes. Exhaustion, that's all. 16-hour shift, now past 2 a.m. His brain is fried, but then he remembers. The man in the grey jacket from 14C. Isaac never saw where he went after moving. He looks toward the back, scans the visible passengers. None match. Grey jacket, black backpack. Where is he? Maybe he got off, but they haven't stopped. Isaac checks his phone. No service still. Can't even load the Greyhound app to check passenger list. Not that they'd show that anyway. Cold, suddenly, very cold. Isaac rubs his arms. AC must have increased. He looks for the temperature display. Above the driver, digital panel, 72 comfortable, perfect, but Isaac sees his breath, vapor, coming out of his mouth. He inhales deeply, exhales, vapor, clear, visible, but 72 doesn't do that. Needs to be under 45 degrees. He looks around. Nobody is rubbing their arms, nobody pulling out jackets. The teenagers in row 7 wear t-shirts, completely comfortable. Woman with Kindle wears a tank top, not cold at all. Isaac is getting sick? Fever makes you feel cold. That's probably it. He touches his forehead, feels normal, not hot. Actually feels cold, very cold, like he's been outside in winter. He breathes out again. More vapor. He can see it clearly now. Small cloud forming, dissipating, forming again. But the temperature display still says 72 degrees, and nobody else seems affected. He stands up, walks to the bathroom at the back. Maybe splashing water on his face will help. He passes the couple. The man is awake now, looks at Isaac, nods. Cold night, the man says. Isaac stops. You feel it too? The man looks confused. Feel what? The cold. The man shakes his head. Feels fine to me. Little warm, actually. His wife nods. I told him to ask the driver to turn up the AC. Isaac continues to the bathroom, locks himself in, small space, mirror above the sink. He looks at his reflection. Normal, same face, tired, bags under eyes. He turns on the water, warm. He splashes his face, looks up, and in the mirror behind him, in the reflection of the bathroom door, he sees writing, condensation on the metal, like someone breathed on it, letters forming words, exit 319. Isaac spins around. The door is clean, dry, no condensation. He turns back to the mirror. The words are gone. Isaac returns to his seat, tries to calm down. He's tired, sleep-deprived, that's all, hallucinating a little. Normal for extreme exhaustion. He's read about it. Long-haul truckers see things too. He sits, looks out the window. Darkness outside, just the reflection of the bus interior in the glass. He sees himself. Seat 14C, leaning back. Then sees the woman with the Kindle, the teenagers, all reflected, normal. He looks toward the back of the bus, sees the couple, in the reflection. But when Isaac turns his head to look directly, they're there, same positions. He looks back at the reflection. The couple in the reflection has their eyes open, both staring directly forward. At him. Isaac turns again, directly, eyes closed, both sleeping. He keeps alternating. Reflection, eyes open, staring. Direct, eyes closed, sleeping. Reflection, eyes open, direct, closed. Isaac stands up, walks toward them, watching their reflection in the window the whole time. Eyes open, following him. He reaches row 12, stops, looks down at them directly, eyes closed, peaceful, the man even snoring slightly. The woman's knitting in her lap, half-finished scarf, maybe 10 inches now. Isaac backs away slowly, returns to his seat. Doesn't look at the reflection again. Can't, won't, but he has to. Something pulls his eyes there, and in the window's reflection he sees himself in seat 14C. But the reflection, Isaac has his eyes closed, sleeping. Head against the window, mouth slightly open, but real Isaac is awake, eyes wide open, looking at the reflection. The reflection doesn't match. It should mirror him exactly. But reflection Isaac is sleeping while real Isaac is awake. Isaac lifts his hand, waves it. The reflection doesn't move, still sleeping. He stands up. The reflection stays seated, sleeping. This isn't possible. Reflections are light. Physics, they have to match. Unless... Isaac closes his eyes, counts to 10, opens them. The reflection now matches. He's standing, looking at himself standing, normal. It was just angle. Or he was so tired he blinked while thinking he hadn't. That's possible. Microsleeps. He's read about those too. A voice over the PA. San Antonio, 15-minute stop, restrooms available inside. The bus slows, pulls off the highway. Isaac looks at his phone. 2:34 a.m. They've been driving for, he calculates, 1 hour and 23 minutes. They should be in San Antonio by now if they left on time and drove straight. That's about right, see? Everything's fine. The bus stops. Driver opens the door. 15 minutes, folks. Nobody moves. Isaac looks around. Everyone's sleeping? But seconds ago, people were awake. The teenagers were laughing. Woman was reading. Now all of them, heads down, sleeping. Every single passenger, all at once. Isaac stands. Is anyone getting off? Silence, all sleeping. Heads tilted. He walks to the front. Driver, is this normal? Everyone sleeping at the same time? The driver doesn't turn around. Long trip. People are tired. But they were just 15 minutes, sir, if you're getting off. Isaac steps off. San Antonio Terminal. But it's wrong. The building looks different, too small, and there's only one other bus parked. No cars, no people, just empty parking lot. One light above the entrance. Isaac walks toward it. The door is locked. Sign says, open 24 hours, but it's locked. He pulls. Locked. He knocks. No one comes. He walks around the building. All windows dark. No movement inside. He returns to the bus. Everyone still sleeping. Driver waiting. Engine running. Isaac climbs back on. The terminal is locked. Driver doesn't respond. Just closes the door. Bus starts moving. Isaac walks to his seat. Sits. Looks out the window. The terminal building shrinks behind them. And as it does, the light above the entrance turns off. Immediately, complete darkness. Isaac looks at the other passengers, still sleeping, all of them. He watches, waits, 5 minutes, 10, then, exactly at the same moment, they all wake up, heads lifting, eyes opening, like someone flipped a switch. The woman pulls out her Kindle. Teenagers start laughing again. The old man adjusts his position. The couple continues existing. Normal. Like nothing happened. Like they hadn't all fallen asleep simultaneously and woken up simultaneously. "Excuse me," Isaac says to the teenagers in row 7. They look up. "Yeah? Did you all fall asleep back there?" They look at each other, confused. "We've been awake the whole time, dude," one says. "Yeah, watching TikToks," the other adds, showing his phone. "You were definitely sleeping." "No, man, literally haven't slept." They go back to their phone. Isaac turns around, the woman with the Kindle. "Ma'am?" She looks up, polite smile. "Did everyone fall asleep at that last stop?" "I don't think so. I've been reading." She shows her Kindle, page 247. "Were you sleeping?" No, I wasn't." Isaac can't take it anymore. Something is wrong. Something is very wrong. He stands up, walks to the front. "Driver, we need to stop. Next stop is Junction, 1 hour. No, I need you to stop now." The driver's eyes in the rearview mirror. Calm. Too calm. "I can't stop on the highway, sir." "Then take an exit. Any exit. Next stop is Junction. Take an exit." The driver sighs, turns on the signal, takes the next exit. It's exit 3/13. Of course it is. Isaac sees the sign. Same bullet hole. Upper right corner. The bus rolls down the ramp, stops at an intersection. Empty road both ways. No lights, no buildings, just darkness and highway. "Here's your exit, sir." "This isn't... Where are we?" "Exit 3113, Luling." "There's nothing here." "It's 2 a.m., sir. Most things are closed." Isaac looks at his phone. 1:11 a.m. Wait, it was just 2:34. Now it's 1:11. He refreshes. 1:11 a.m. The time went backward. No, that's not possible. He looks at the bus clock. 1:11 a.m. Same as his phone now, same as when they started. "What time is it?" he asks the driver. The driver looks at the dash. 1:11. "But we've been driving for over an hour." "We left at 1:11, sir. It is now 1:11. We've been driving for 0 minutes. Isaac feels tears coming. "That's not possible. We left Houston. We drove. We stopped in San Antonio. I got off the bus. Sir, we haven't left Houston yet. We're still at the gate. Everyone's boarding." Isaac turns around, looks at the passengers, all looking at him, all at once, direct eye contact. Every single person, the woman, the teenagers, the old man, the couple, all staring, synchronized. "You're not real," Isaac whispers. "None of you are real." The teenager in row 7 speaks, voice flat, emotionless. "We're as real as you need us to be." "What does that mean?" The woman with the Kindle. "You already know, Isaac." "How does she know his name? He never said his name." "I didn't." The old man. "You've been here before." The couple in unison. "You'll be here again." Isaac runs to the door, pounds on it. "Open the door." The driver doesn't move. Isaac tries the emergency release, pulls the handle. Nothing. Locked. He runs to the back. Emergency exit. Pulls. Locked. He's trapped. He spins around. All the passengers have stood up. All of them. Standing in the aisle, facing him. Not moving, just standing, watching. "What do you want?" Isaac screams. They don't answer, just stand there. Then, slowly, they all turn, face the front and sit back down, all at the same time, synchronized, perfect coordination. They return to their activities. Woman reading, teenagers on phone, old man sleeping, couple knitting, like nothing happened. The bus starts moving. Back onto the highway. Isaac slides down the back wall, sits on the floor, pulls out his phone with shaking hands, opens the camera, points it at himself. In the screen, he sees his face, crying, terrified. And behind him, 3 rows up, in seat 14C, he sees himself. Different clothes, grey jacket, black backpack. The man from the beginning. That was him. He's been seeing himself the whole time. Isaac looks up, directly at row 14. Nobody there. His backpack is under the seat. His seat. Empty. He looks back at the phone camera. The other Isaac is still there, sitting, staring at the camera, at him. Real Isaac stands up, walks toward row 14, watching through the phone camera the whole time. The other Isaac watches him approach. They're getting closer, 4 feet, 3 feet, 2 feet. Isaac reaches row 14, looks directly, empty seat. He sits down, his seat, where he started. He turns off the camera, puts the phone down, closes his eyes. When he opens them, the driver is making an announcement. Good morning, folks. Trip to El Paso, stopping in San Antonio and Junction. Estimated arrival 9:15 a.m. The PA cuts out. Static. Remain seated while vehicle is in motion. Thank you. Isaac looks at the clock. 1:11 a.m. He looks around. The woman in row 3 reading a Kindle. Teenagers in row 7 sharing earbuds. Old man in row 10, eyes closed. Couple in row 12, woman knitting. All exactly the same, all in the same positions. And Isaac realizes he's been here before. This is the beginning. Again, or still, or always. Isaac opens his eyes. White light, harsh. Hospital? No. Apartment. His apartment. In Houston. Wait, Houston. He was going to El Paso, or was supposed to. He sits up in bed. Clock on nightstand. 6:30 a.m. Saturday. Saturday? The trip was Friday night. He looks around. Everything normal. His furniture, his things, his room, his life. He picks up his phone. Opens messages. Last conversation. His sister yesterday. You coming this weekend? He replied. Yeah, taking the 1:11 a.m. bus Friday night. There at 9 a.m. Saturday. Sent at 6:45 p.m. Friday. But below that, another message. From him. Can't make it. Too tired from work. Maybe next month. Sent at 11:30 p.m. Friday. Before the bus. He cancelled. He didn't go. It was just a dream. A very vivid, very long dream. Isaac goes to the bathroom. Looks in the mirror. Normal. His face, tired but normal. Dark circles. He splashes water on his face. Looks up. Normal. No writing, no condensation, just him. He brushes his teeth, goes back to the bedroom and sees it. On the dresser, a ticket, paper, thin. He picks it up. Greyhound, Houston to El Paso, seat 14C. Date, yesterday. Time, 1:11 a.m. Passenger, Isaac Ingram. Used. Torn corner where they validate it, but he didn't go. He cancelled. He's looking at his phone right now. He sent the cancellation message. 11:30 p.m. Before the bus. Isaac's hands shake. He opens his phone again. Goes to messages. Opens the thread with his sister. The cancellation message is there. Can't make it. Too tired from work. Maybe next month. But below it, sent at 1:47 a.m. Friday night during the bus ride. Another message. On the bus now. Should arrive on time. See you at 9. He didn't send that. He was asleep, wasn't he? He scrolls up, finds a photo, sent at 2:15 a.m. A selfie. Inside the bus, row 14, seat C. Isaac in the photo, grey jacket, black backpack, looking at the camera. But Isaac doesn't own a grey jacket. Never has. He looks at his closet. All his jackets. Blue, black, brown. No grey. He looks at the photo again. That's definitely his face, his phone, his account. But grey jacket. And in the photo's background, visible in the window reflection, another Isaac. Same face, different angle. Watching from row 17. Isaac drops the phone. It clatters on the floor. He picks it up. The photo is gone. Message thread shows only the cancellation. Can't make it. Nothing else. No photo. No 1:47 a.m. message. Just the cancellation. He opens his photo gallery. No selfie from the bus. Nothing. He checks sent photos in messages. Nothing. But he saw it. Just now, he saw it. He turns on the TV. Needs distraction. Needs noise. Needs something normal. Local news. Traffic. Weather. Normal Saturday morning. A reporter. Breaking news overnight. Greyhound bus disappeared on Interstate 10 between Houston and San Antonio. 13 passengers. Last known location, near Luling, exit 313, bus number 2847. Authorities searching. Isaac's chest tightens. 2847, that's the bus number. From the ticket. He looks at the ticket on his dresser. 2847, same bus. The news continues. Family members seeking information. If you have any details, please call. They show photos. Missing persons. Isaac sees them. The woman with the Kindle, the teenagers, the old man, the couple, all of them, his fellow passengers, missing. And at the end, one more photo. Isaac Ingram, age 29, Houston TX, grey jacket, black backpack, looking at the camera. Last seen boarding Greyhound 2847 at 1:11 a.m. Friday night. But Isaac is alive, home, watching TV. He's not missing. He's right here, isn't he? He looks at his hands, solid, real, touches his face, feels it, real. He stands up, walks to the window, looks outside. Houston, his neighborhood, cars passing, people walking dogs, Saturday morning, normal, real, probably. He picks up his phone, calls his sister. It rings once, twice, 3 times, voicemail. Hey, it's Maria, leave a message. Beep. Maria, it's Isaac, I'm home. I didn't take the bus, I'm okay, call me back. He hangs up, waits, 5 minutes, 10, no callback. He texts, I'm fine, I'm home, please call me. Delivered, read at 7:02 a.m. No response. Isaac sits on the bed, stares at the TV. The news has moved on. Sports, weather, traffic, normal Saturday. The ticket is still on the dresser. Used, validated, impossible. He picks it up, turns it over. On the back, handwritten in red ink. Welcome aboard. Departure 1:11 a.m. Arrival. Loading. Driver R. Torres. Thank you for choosing Greyhound. Your journey never ends. Isaac drops it. The ticket flutters to the floor. He looks out the window again, but this time, in the reflection of the glass, he doesn't see his apartment. He sees the inside of the bus, row 14C. Highway lights passing, the woman reading. The teenagers laughing, the old man sleeping, the couple knitting, all there, in the reflection, and the driver R. Torres looking at him through the rearview mirror, smiling. Isaac turns around, his apartment, normal, real. He looks back at the window, just his apartment reflected now, normal. But on the glass, appearing like condensation, like someone breathed on it, words form. Exit 313, 2 miles. Isaac never found out the truth. Maybe it was exhaustion. 16-hour shift, planning a trip at 1 a.m., stress about money and his broken car. Sleep deprivation causes vivid dreams, even sleep paralysis. Hallucinations, perfectly rational explanation, except for the ticket and except for the news report. 13 passengers on Greyhound number 2847, missing. Last location, exit 313. And except for one more thing. 2 weeks later, Isaac receives a package, no return address. Inside, a grey jacket, his size, and a black backpack. Empty. With a note, you left these on board. We're holding your seat for the next departure. 1:11 a.m., any Friday. We'll be waiting. R. Torres. Isaac never rides buses anymore. He bought another car, financed it, pays too much per month, but he doesn't care. Because sometimes when he's driving at night, he passes exit 313, and every time for just a second he sees it. In his rearview mirror, Greyhound number 2847, following him. Always exactly 2 miles behind. Always there. Waiting. So what do you think happened? Was Isaac experiencing a psychotic break from exhaustion? Was it all a vivid dream? Or is he still on that bus, somewhere between Houston and El Paso, between 1:11 a.m. and 1:11 a.m., driving past exit 313 forever? Leave your theory in the comments. And if you enjoyed this story, hit the like button and subscribe, because sometimes the scariest journey is the one that questions which version of reality you're living in, and whether you ever really left the bus at all.